Watercolor Park, the inspiration for this painting, all the ducks and geese. There's a nice island out there. And this is our inspiration. Join me today for painting a beautiful park with ducks, geese, and a beautiful pond. Hi and welcome to today's tutorial. And if you want to use your own photo references, which I'm working from photo references from my visit to Watercolor Park, which I ride my bike through probably 2 to 3 times a week. It's a very beautiful park. If you're ever in California, look up Watercolor Park. They're famous for their beautiful parks, trees. They have a lot of disc golf there. Beautiful ponds with ducks and geese, playgrounds for children. It's so beautiful there. I recommend going there. So this was in the thumbnail, or also in the beginning when you saw me doing the preview. It's one of the many pathways. There's pathways for your bikes, lots of walking. So gorgeous. Also, there's a dog-friendly park there, so you can also bring your dog there. So what I'm going to be using for supplies today is a cold-pressed watercolor paper, and I'll show you that right now. This is the brand I'm using. It's from Hobby Lobby. It's the Fabriano collaboration with Master's Touch, and it works very beautifully. I think you'll like it. You can give that a try or use whatever paper you want to use. I'm going to just paint right here in my booklet. I'm going to turn it this way for the landscape, and you'll see the photo reference I'm using. You can go ahead and follow along with that, and I'll show you some other little paintings that I've done from my visit there, and then also let me show you the paints I'm using. I'm going to be using my professional Windsor Newton. I actually put this in an ice cube tray. I squeezed out all the tubes, made a color guide of how I put it in there. That's something I suggest you might try. It works out beautiful. Then I just use this enamel painter's palette here. It was from the packaging. I just saved that. And I've had these paints in here for probably close to 6 years. And I just spritz it with water, with this water bottle here, and it activates the paint. And then you just slide this back on, and it stays safe, and it hasn't deteriorated or anything. So everything's great there. My usual selection of round brushes is what I'll be using. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Thank you for coming by, joining me today. And if you haven't subscribed already, please, I suggest subscribing. I have a lot of fun here with crochet and painting. So let's get started on today's impressionistic landscape of a park. All right, let's have some fun. We're ready to begin our beautiful duck pond. It's going to be facing forward. Here's a little sidewalk I got started on. Even though in the photo reference you don't see the sidewalk, but I thought, well, you want to know that you are standing, not just in the water. That makes sense. Here's our color chart. Nice earthy colors. And it was a gray and cloudy day, so that's what this color is going to be depicting, and we're going to work in layers. So the first layer, I'm going to go ahead and actually spritz my paper because we're going to do a wet on wet. And what I mean by that, hopefully it doesn't mess up my sidewalk, but that's okay. Just lightly get your paper dampened. Okay, and I'm going to build up the sky, bring it all the way down because sky is everywhere. I use this mop. This is a mop brush. I'm rinsing in the water over here. There's my painting station, my palette, my paints, my paint brushes, and my water cup is right here. So I'm going in with a little bit of this white and mixing it on this area here with a little bit of blue, which is the Windsor blue. Okay. Here we go. Just kind of dabbling it. I don't think you saw me mixing my color, so I'm going to grab some more color over here real quick. Okay, I'm actually mixing in this white right here. This is all the Windsor Newton Professional tube watercolors. It's kind of a gray and cloudy day, and it wasn't cold. It was a little overcast. It was nice for a bike ride. I'm just going to bring this down. Okay, add a little more water. I know it's very damp, so you'll need to let this first layer dry. Let's get this all pretty soft. And then I'm going to show you how I use a paper towel to pull out some clouds. Don't worry, it's a little bit juicy. That's great. That's what you want. Of course, you can work your watercolor how you want to work your watercolor, but I get a little bit juicy, which is fun with watercolor. I'm just going to paint. Sometimes I may not be talking, but I am trying to concentrate a little bit. Now that's a little dark, but that's okay. So we are going to pull out some clouds. Just let it blend. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Here's a crumpled up paper towel. I'm just pressing. Trying to get some fluffy clouds in here. Okay. As you can see, that made some clouds. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to just take some of that mop brush. I'm just going to come across. I just wet it. And now I'm going to come like this. Soft, kind of grayish blue sky that day. All right, let's let that dry down. right, this large duck pond island is complete with the sidewalk. You're just standing on that sidewalk, checking out the action of the little birds, ducks, all the beautiful trees and foliage. Here's the other two. Beautiful series. There's the color guide. Thank you for joining me here today. And I might explore some other things, like maybe my backyard, some interiors. Plein air painting is next, maybe. I don't know, but I like working from the photo references. Let's take another look. More of a side view here. Pathway with a pond in the back. Watercolor Park is a beautiful place. Like I said, if you ever are in California, Central Coast, check out Watercolor Park. And you can see for yourself how beautiful it is, and maybe you'll recognize some of these beautiful scenes. Okay, I'll see you on the next video. Have a great day, and thanks for joining me.